Okay. Awesome.
Yay. Okay, well, we're just gonna dive right in. Since it's 7:30, we want to be respectful of everybody's time. But y'all, we're so excited. Polly and I have been sending so many voice messages back and forth the past couple of days because both of us feel like we've had light bulbs go off, and we're really pumped to share it with you. So a lot of y'all have been seeing things about the Healthy Habits Club. And we're going to talk tonight about why and how this can be so important for your business, but also like talk about the funnel and why this is a really smart way to build a sustainable business. So this could be for you, but also think about people on your team that have maybe gone MIA, or maybe you have people that you've been talking to who might not want to build a huge Arbonne business like you, but they just want to earn an extra couple $100. This could be a really awesome thing that they can plug their prospects into. So I'm going to share a screen real quick. Okay, y'all see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So power of the Healthy Habits Club. I want y'all to imagine for a second, big vision, that every single month you have 5 to 10 clients on auto ship and they're getting the 30-day every single month. That's a couple $100 at the start of the month in your paycheck for work that you've done in the past. I want you to imagine for a second if you had a giant team filled with like 10, 15, 20 people doing the exact same thing. Y'all, this is so smart. And this is why things like the Be Well Club, which we're going to talk about, is really, really powerful in the auto ship program. So I am going to kind of talk a little bit about the Healthy Habits Club and then pass it on to Polly so that we can explain how this funnel works. Also, are you hearing my family in the background, Polly?
No.
Okay. I can go into another room. Okay. Okay, so let's talk for a minute. Well, actually, let me back up. Who has ever been a part of like, listen to a podcast, or you've taken like an online course and you get all this free content and they're like, hey, we're having a free masterclass. It's awesome. Sign up, blah, blah. I don't know about y'all, but like I listen to a couple of podcasts and they're full of value. I listen to them all the time. I'm always like following up with what they're up to. And then when they offer like an ebook or a course, I sign up for it because I'm like, they're amazing. And I've gotten so much value from these freebies that they've offered. It's the exact same thing with what we're doing here. So with the Healthy Habits Club, this is like our free masterclass or that freebie that we're offering, except it's way more than like one ebook or like one little sheet of paper that's a freebie. It is a whole community that we're running through Facebook that has not only recipes and workouts and all those things that we're going to be offering, but also like legit like classes and webinars and things that are going to be teaching them healthy habits that they can incorporate throughout their lives. So it's not just about Arbonne product. And what I like about the Healthy Habits Club is that we're going to be offering this completely free. So they do not have to buy product to be a part of this community. Obviously, we are going to be talking and weaving in Arbonne products, but what's nice is that it's not going to be, they won't feel like overwhelmed by Arbonne stuff. So I don't know if y'all have been a part of that group already, but we've been kind of dripping on people throughout the past couple of days just about drinking enough water. And we're going to talk a lot about like the mind body skin connection and just really giving people a lot of value. So this is where they're going to gain value, learn a lot about wellness, but also fall in love with Arbonne, our community, and our mission. So this is basically the why. And has anyone read Simon Sinek's It Starts With Why? So this is the core of it, basically. Like we want people to fall in love with the Arbonne community, the Arbonne mission, who we are, because that's what's going to lead them to want to try the products and become loyal customers and consultants. So then at the end of the month, I'm going to show you all a calendar at the end of this. We have it set up so that every single week throughout the month, we're going to be posting similar things. So like the first week of the month, we're going to be focusing on habits and mindset and all that kind of stuff. The second and third week of the month, we're going to be starting to drip in 30-day nutrition. And then third and fourth week of the month is when we're really going to be funneling people into 30-day, 10-day, and then sprinkling some other things throughout. So this is where the 30-day and 10-day is really going to come in handy, because if they are loving the Healthy Habits community and getting a lot of like awesome knowledge from that community, then they're going to want to join us for the 10-day or 30-day, because then they're going to see awesome results. So we'll be able to tell them, hey, you've been like seeing amazing results so far with the Healthy Habits Club. You've been like feeling really good. If you really want to ramp up at what you're doing, hop in for the 10-day or 30-day. So that's how they're going to dive in. And then I'm going to pass it over to Polly in a second to talk more about that. But After that, we're going to funnel people into the Be Well Club, which we'll also talk about. That's where they're going to become a part of our community and become amazing advocates and referrals for us. And then this little circle down here is the most powerful thing of all, because when they are a part of the Be Well Club, that means we're enrolling them in the auto ship program, which can be $100 or more. They get free shipping. They get a free gift with every single order, and it can be 30, 60, or 90 days, which is amazing. So they can literally get a bag of protein powder and some fiber, or 2 boxes of fizz sticks, whatever products they're really loving. We're going to help them get on those products, because all the nutrition products run out after 30 days. So they're going to get on that auto ship program and then just be repeat clients. And obviously you're going to be checking in on them, giving them really good client relations, but this is super powerful. So I'm going to toss it over to Polly to talk a little bit about funneling, and y'all can kind of see like the image of how that's going to work. We're going to be funneling through this. Oh, I totally missed this slide. Okay, hold on. Polly's going to be in the next slide. So like I said, Healthy Habits Club, this is where we're going to be building the relationship. So you're still going to be doing like sharing the one pager with people. You're still going to be getting to know them, building that relationships, understanding what their health concerns are. This is the area, this top part of the funnel, when they're in this Healthy Habits Club, this Facebook group. This is where you want to give them samples and offer them to come if you're having like an in-person event, so that they can get to know you and the product. This is where you want to share the big vision of Arbonne, all about sustainability, inclusivity, B Corp, diversity, low tox, pure, safe, beneficial. Like, you want to give them a peek into the Arbonne window, so they get really curious and they're like, ooh, what is this? Who are these people? Like, they seem really cool. This is like my vibe. This is what I like. You know, I want to learn more about it. That's what you want, because then they're going to be like, wait, they're doing this program. Like, I've already gotten so much out of it. I want to join the program with them. So I'm going to toss it over to Polly now to talk about the 10-day and 30-day and how to funnel them into the Be Well Club.
Yeah, and one thing that I would say about this, you guys, is all this really is, it's simply just a way of really, like, let's imagine, this is what I look at it like. I have a lot of people who maybe they're not clients yet, you know, so this is like a really great way for somebody that you're just talking to a little bit and you're like, oh my gosh, well, we've got this really awesome you know, group where we just give you tips, healthy tips, ways that you can manage the, you know, it's December right now. So you might say, we're just talking this month about ways that you can kind of manage the damage in December and that kind of thing. Would you like for me to add you? So you don't even really have to be talking a lot of Arbonne yet. Kind of like Gabby said, it's not going to be like Arbonne. That's not the purpose of this group, but it is a place where, you know, they can kind of just come in and start seeing what we're about, that we're a giving community, that we want to give value. And it's also, if you're new or you have new people on your team, this will be a really great way for the whole community to be dripping on people in a very easy, I guess, or organic way or whatever. So for instance, I'm going to give you an example. So I have a group that I've had for quite a while. That's just my clients. Okay. And at first I was a little bit like, well, do I still have that or whatever? But that's like my clients. That's people that are already using Arbonne, that kind of thing. I have some friends or some people in my life, especially acquaintances that I've made through networking groups and that kind of thing. And they're not really clients yet. There's this guy, okay, and I really haven't. He's actually had samples or whatever, but it's kind of like I don't know the next step with him. Does that make sense? Do y'all ever feel like that? And so for me, I was like, okay, this would be great for me to add him to this, because I don't really know what to do the next step with this particular person. He's not ready to be a client, whatever. So this is a way for me to stay in front of him. So hopefully that's helpful. Oh, somebody's saying, oh, okay. So that I want people to see, like, really, this is just, if you're not sure yet about somebody, you're just talking to them, you've just started the conversation even, and you're just kind of chatting and this is just a place where you can go ahead and invite them, and they can start seeing that, you know, just what we're about, like Gabby said. Gabby, I want to just share my screen real quick, because what I really want people to see too is we want this, it's not any kind of new system. Okay, all this is we want to make it super simple for you to go, oh, I'm talking to somebody a little bit, or maybe I'm talking to them a lot. I invite them, step one, I invite them to healthy habits. Step two, I move them to, if it's nutrition, of course, they can still come into healthy habits group and go skincare. But step two, they go into the 30-day group. Step three, the Be Well Club. So depending on the person, right? And all the look will be the same. So I'm going to just share my screen and show you, and then tell you a little bit about a change that we're making as well. And I don't know if you guys can you guys see my screen? Does it say 30 days to healthy living? Awesome. So notice how the look is the same so this should also be something that's really congruent and for them to kind of see our brand as well, if that makes sense. Like, just clean, sustainable, all the things, plant-based. You can kind of see that from even the presentation that Gabby put together for this. So it should be easily identifiable. Now, I'm going to stop here for a quick second and share with you what's going to change about the 30-day group. Nothing major, don't worry, but we have decided to go back to one group that we will keep open, and it's going to work a little bit differently. And this will start in January. I'm going to run one group a month instead of one every 2 weeks. You won't have to worry about, where the heck is the group? What group are we doing now? Whatever. This is the group. At the top of the group, we will have some featured things that will be evergreen, meaning they will stay there all the time, the guide, things like that. And then every month I will clear it out and start over with day 1, day 2, day 3, so that things don't get pushed down. It's easy. And if you add somebody mid-month, then it's up to you to help them through, and they'll still be able to search day 1 and that kind of thing. We're also going to really down. Yeah.
I have one question. I'm sorry. I just want to make clear on this. So is it going to be the same physical group and you'll clear it out? So like, we don't have to, like how I always text you and say, can you send me that group? So like, basically all of our clients will then like get a repeat of it all the time, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, which is great.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's going to be the same group, physical group. Okay. The beauty of that for us is, yes, like Andrea just said, you won't have to worry about it. That's the 30-day group. It should be simple, easy. You go Be Well. I mean, healthy habits, 30-day, Be Well. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. The 30-day group, don't worry, it's not going to get stale. And the other thing that we're going to do, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, I noticed because I run it all the time. There's so much content in there and so much verbiage that nobody pays attention. That's going to change. We are going to make it much easier to quickly, maybe visually see something that's like, boom, 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 just jot, jot, jot. Here's what you need to know for the day. And then for the people that want to read more, great, there might be a link. Okay. So I've got all month to work on that. So don't worry, it's coming, and Gabby's going to help me. But that's going to be, I think, very nice, because our goal in doing this is really twofold. Number one is to give you a really clear path for bringing somebody in, introducing them to Arbonne, moving them down the line. And number two, to just make it so simple that you just know, like, oh, here's what this is, here's what this is, here's what this is. It all looks good. And of course, next week when Andrea talks to you guys, you're going to see even more great tools, and it's all going to have the same vibe and the same look. So hopefully that kind of helps and makes sense. So there's nothing, it's not like this is like earth-shatteringly new or something you've got to learn. This is to help you so that you still, here's the main point I need to make, and then I'm done and I'll pass it back to Gabby. But it's going to be super important for everybody to still make sure, especially with your 30-day clients and your healthy habit people that you bring in, you still don't just think, oh, I'm going to dump them in that group and then I'm done. No. This is going to be really helpful for you, but you still want to keep that personal connection when they're in the 30-day group. You still want to be coaching them, tracking, helping them, making sure and it's going to be super helpful if all of you will be active within that group. So now you'll know that's the only group. So, come in, be active. If you make a shake that day, feel free to pop in and show the favorite way that you make your shake. That's going to really help too, if we can all be a little bit more present and proactive in the group. So I'll pass it back to Gabby, and then she'll finish out the funnel, and we'll move on from there and open it up for questions.
So, so kind of to bounce off what Polly was just saying too, just to give you all a better idea, like in the images that we're going to be posting in the 30-day group, it'll be like more info in the captions, but the pictures are going to be like 3 top points or like 5 top points, because what we've kind of noticed is in the 30-day group, like people will maybe read a post every once in a while, but for the most part, people are skipping it because it's so much. It's like information overload. So that's what she meant. Like, we're still going to have awesome content in there. Okay, so back
also
to
one quick thing, Gabby, for the instead of auto ship, we want to make sure we're saying subscription, because subscription is more current and people like subscriptions.
Yeah, it's awesome, y'all. Like, the Be Well Club is really amazing. So after they are wrapping up with their 10-day or 30-day, they're loving the products, they're feeling amazing. Like Polly said, you want to be like constantly coaching your client through this program, because people that have success on the 10-day or 30-day really do stick as clients, and they're loving Arbonne, they love the community. These are going to become your best referrals, but also business partners and best hosts for you. So you really want to take good care of them. And then towards the end of that program, you can say, which products did you love? Is there anything that you're running out of? Why don't we get you on a subscription every 30, 60, 90 days of XYZ, whatever they're loving, so that you can continue making your smoothies every day, or so that you can continue having your fizz every day, whatever it is for them. So then we're funneling them into the Be Well Club, where they can, like we said, become really become a part of the community. And if y'all haven't checked out the Be Well Club, this is like Arbonne wide. It's not just our team. It's a huge, huge community. They have every single day in every single time zone. They have different workouts. They do miracle mornings together. It's really cool. So if you haven't checked that out, let us know. We can send you the password and all that kind of stuff for the Be Well Club. But that's amazing, because the Be Well Club, it's not just us. It's like a very, very large community. So that's awesome. They have lots of cool like perks and things when you're a part of the Be Well Club. And then what's nice around this is you can really build that relationship with your client once they're in the Be Well Club. And this is where you're going to see a lot of people becoming business partners, sending you referrals. And also, this is the biggest part, building a sustainable business for you that is having that recurring business every single month. Okay, so before we wrap it up, use this to give your business focus every month. So follow our calendar to align with your business. And this is something that Polly and I were talking about. Do you ever get on Instagram, y'all, and feel like, okay, I feel like I need to post something about Arbonne, but I don't know what to post. So it's like all over the place. Like sometimes I get on Instagram and I feel like I'm like over here and then over there and talking about this and talking about that. So use this calendar to give you focus. And like, for example, week 3 of every single month, we're going to start talking about the 30-day and start dripping it into our content. We're going to do a webinar on the 30-day, all that kind of stuff. So if you are dripping on your audience and on your prospects via social media or in person on week 3, and then they're also in the Healthy Habits group and they're getting dripped on by Polly and I and all the other people in our community that are sharing their smoothies and sharing their green drink, they're going to be like, oh, wow, like this is amazing. I've gotten 5 or 10 exposures in 1 week. So remember, it's all about that multiple exposures over a short period of time. So that's really cool. So here's just like a kind of a loose guide, and we can definitely post some more examples. But week 1 is going to be mind. So focusing on like intro to healthy habits, how to habit stack, all that kind of stuff y'all may have seen this week. Mindfulness, self-awareness. So use this first week of the month to really hone in on like setting intentions, fresh month, fresh goals, routines, meditation, journaling, reading, healthy habits, and then stay really consistent throughout the month of showing your healthy habits. It doesn't have to be every single day, but if you have a green drink every morning, post that like every 3 days or every 2 days. If you're having a smoothie every day, post that, share a recipe. You want to be sprinkling it in so that people are seeing it all the time. Then week 2 and 3, the focus is going to be body. So that's like the mind body connection, movement, water, sleep, focusing content wise on like fitness. So like if you're going to the gym, snap a picture, or if you're doing like a push-up challenge, record yourself doing that. Like just to do some fun things that are interactive. Stretching, sleep, staying consistent with your healthy habits. So that's going to be consistent throughout. Then week 3 is when we're really going to start talking about nutrition, gut health, simple food swaps that they can make, and like really dripping the 30-day in. So this is where you can start sharing like your grocery hauls or swaps that you've made. Like, hey, instead of a beer tonight, I'm drinking kombucha. Or instead of like cheese, I'm eating this like cool cashew cheese that I found at the grocery store. Like just start kind of dripping stuff in there and gearing up for the 10-day and 30-day. And also you're going to want to start mentioning the next group like around week 3. So letting your prospects know, by the way, I have a group coming up in 2 weeks. It's going to be super fun. And then drip, drip, drip. And then week 4 is going to be skin focused. So I don't know if y'all caught on now, but it's mind, body, skin, Arbonne's tagline. So skincare, beauty, what we put on our skin and on our body matters. So these are going to be like skincare routine, skincare hacks, favorite beauty products. Like if you're a mom, baby products, and why you switched to Arbonne to use baby products. So it's all, it's basically an all encompassing like Arbonne, what we stand for, right? And then sprinkled in throughout the whole month is going to be our values. So like B Corp, sustainability, diversity and inclusion, our ingredient policy, science-backed, results-driven, community, all that good stuff. So it's going to be really cool. And we're really excited. I always feel like I'm like on something when I'm talking about it because I'm all over the place.
And let me just jump in real quick here and say, I hope that you guys know that we're not saying you have to do social media. If that's not your thing, don't worry about it. Just pop them into the group and you keep in touch the way you're used to keeping in touch. Nobody, this isn't like, oh, you have to all of a sudden do so. No, whatever. This is just going to be a place that, you know, instead of, let me just give you this example. Imagine, you know, you're talking to somebody and then, I don't know, 2 weeks later, you're talking to them, or a month later, you're talking to them, or whatever, or you're just talking to them every 6 months, or they're in the healthy habits group and you're still talking to them when you're talking to them, but every once in a while they see this, like, just like if you get emails all the time from some place and you never open it until one day you open it because you need something from Old Navy. I don't know, you know, so this is the same kind of idea, except that we're just going to be, we'll be doing it for you. Basically, it doesn't mean, like I said, don't take that to mean I'm just going to sit back and do nothing with my clients. No, you still keep in touch and you still do those things and get your sponsor, your upline to help you with that. But hopefully this will just be icing on the cake for you. We hope it's going to make it a lot sweeter.
Get your prospects into that group. We can post it in the comments. I can actually do that right now. And just let them know, like, I've been voice messaging people and being like, hey, I saw you voted on my story that you never drink enough water. You should totally be in this group. It's all about healthy habits and how to take care of that over the holidays, and like easy swaps and stuff like that. Like, you don't even really need to bring up Arbonne, but it's so much value. And that's one thing that I really just want to like hone on for a second, because both Polly and I were on the same page that we like, the whole purpose of this group is to give value. If people walk away and they don't become a client, that's okay. They're still getting so much value. They're still going to become healthier people. And then down the road, if Arbonne's not for them, maybe they're like, oh my gosh, Andrea added me to this group. And even though it's not for me, like, it was so amazing that I think you should be a part of it. Or I heard you were talking about weight loss, or I heard that you were struggling with this. I really think you should be a part of this group, because like, they were so nice in offering all these freebies and all of these like content and all these different things that really helped me. So that's going to be our main focus, is to just add value, and then the rest will come. So
and hey, Gabby and Polly, do y'all think that maybe you could post after this recording in the comments just maybe some verbiage to like what Gabby was saying, to like invite your existing clients to, you know, just like something that's like, hey, thought you might find this helpful, like something that just people can use that is like giving their clients value, not asking for anything, but just like saying, hey, we thought you would enjoy this.
Absolutely. I did already actually, but it's been a while, and it was before we had done this training. So yeah, we can absolutely do that. In the comments of when I post this video, we'll post that in the comments. I can post like how I've been inviting people to the group, you know, and like I said, I had this one guy that he's never bought anything from me, but he was like, yeah, that sounds really cool. And he added to the group. And I want to say this to piggyback on what Gabby said about adding value. I had an event the other night, and the event was strictly to pamper some ladies and to, you know, it was all about giving. And I used Arbonne products for the little mini facials and whatever, but I did not say one thing about Arbonne because it wasn't an Arbonne event. I didn't mention it. I didn't talk about I do Arbonne, you know, and believe me, I'm usually very intentional in my reach out. So it's not that I wasn't, you know, but this was not that. And I can't tell you, I probably had 6, 7 women come up to me afterwards and say, what is this stuff? Like, I'm interested in this. I'm interested in, you know, and one lady said, can I get a catalog? And so it's just, it was kind of mind blowing to me because it was not that at all. And they all just, you know, came up, and it is how you make people feel. I have another lady that I'm talking to this coming week who I met 8 years ago. I was telling my husband this, we were in Ireland. She's from the States, and I met her, and I guess I mentioned Arbonne or whatever. And she reached out to me recently and said, I don't know if you remember me. We met in Ireland. You were trying to recruit me, haha. But, and she's like, I wasn't interested, but you were so sweet and kind the way that you did it. And she's like, I just wanted to reach back out to you. And so we got back in touch. This has been the last couple of months. And then now she's been following me, and now she's in the Healthy Habits group, and now she's interested in the 30-day. And so we're talking this week about the 30-day. And so it's how you make people feel. It's how you, it's all about that. If we can make them feel valued and like, you know, we want to, you know, change people's lives. We want to help them. I think it's that law of attraction. And then hopefully they'll go invite more people. You know, you can tell your clients or your friends, go invite some more people. Oh my gosh, the more the merrier. And then that's expanding your network even more, which is another purpose of this Healthy Habits, is to help you expand your network too. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. I hope I didn't jump in too much. Gabby, go for it.
Oh my gosh.
What's up?
Does anybody have questions or comments?
We did in the beginning think, because I think Christiana, you had posted like, so in the beginning, we thought this would just be a December thing, but then we started talking about it. We were like, wait a minute, this could be super valuable if we just had it all the time as the entry point, the beginning of the funnel. So
my question was, okay, I just want to make sure I understand. So we're going to have one 30-day group.
Yeah.
That'd be the one that like we kind of restart each month. But what about a Healthy Habits group? Is it going to be one and then same thing? We'll restart it each month?
So it's actually like our vision for it has sort of been like the themes for the weeks will be the same, but adding new content. So like it's going to be fresh for everyone, which is cool. So like if someone starts in the Healthy Habits Club in December, my goal is to have it like in April, like they are still in there and they're still getting value from it. So like I've been saving articles and different things that I want to pull in and like pull content from and piece things together and different like cool challenges and stuff like that. So it's going to be always fresh content, if that makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't promise that about the 30-day, but we are revamping. So it will look.
Yeah. 30 days, different story.
Yeah. But that said, our goal with the 30-day is to make it, somebody said the other day that this is how fast people read content, you know? So, so that's it. So you got to get it that fast. And so we have to change that up because there's just way too much type and whatever. So we are revamping. So look for a new look for January, but hopefully this will really be helpful for you, that you can start inviting people to it, but we will give you some verbiage to invite.
Awesome.
Thank you.
What do y'all think? Like, are you excited? Does this make
Yeah.
you feel like, wow,
This is
that's
perfect timing too, because like if y'all haven't had a January in Arbonne yet, just wait. So like we're like we know what's to come. So we're like just getting everything prepared. And so your jobs right now, all of our jobs is to get people interested enough to start the conversation.
Yes, you're brand new. So we're glad you're here. And yes, it'll be very helpful. It will be helpful, I think, for you and for everyone. So like Andrea said, your job is you guys invite, 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 invite. You know, but we'll definitely, I'll post this recording hopefully tonight, and then some verbiage for inviting. And if somebody has another, take on verbiage, like, please feel free to post that too in the comments. So everybody's different. So, and look out for next week. We got some more really great stuff coming your way from Andrea.
I know. I'm so obsessed that I'm working on it right now. Like I can't stop. My family is like, stop. And I'm like, I can't.
It looks so good.
Obsessed.
So
It
good.
looks so good.
So go check out the new changes I did today.
On the website, you guys. And we're really trying to help you to streamline your business so that you feel very confident, and like really anybody can invite someone, can hit the invite button. Hopefully you also send them some verbiage as an invite, but that's what this is about. Really, duplication is about, can somebody else do it? Not can you do it, but can somebody else do it? So if you can just say, gosh, I just, I invite people, I keep in touch with them, and then, whatever. I mean, obviously there's still work to be done, but, it should be simple, duplicatable. So that's the point. So definitely we will repost the link to this group. Gabby, do you want to do that in Success and Simplicity so it's fresh and people see it, so that you can add yourself?
Under the recording that probably posts, I'll add the link to the Healthy Habits Club, and then also I can post the slides too. Someone was just asking if they can get the slides, so I'll post those as well in our team page.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, thanks, you guys. We hope this was helpful.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Gabby's
information.
doing
Thank you.
the bulk of the graphics for sure. But all right. Everybody,
Bye, y'all. Happy Sunday.
bye. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Just a little bit. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Awesome.